Hi everyone, my name's Michael and you're watching Chow with Lau. And today I'm going to show you how to make crispy garlic chicken, and I've got a secret hack that's going to allow you to make it unbelievably crispy. Let's do this. So as the name of the dish implies, there's garlic in this dish. In my case, 10 whole cloves. I'm guessing that if you didn't like garlic, you wouldn't have clicked onto this video, so I think we can all still be friends. Let's prepare the garlic. Right guys, so I've obviously peeled the garlic and I've topped and tailed it, and all I'm going to do now is to slice it thinly. I'm not going to mince it or chop it really finely, because if you do that, then there's much more chance of it burning when we're actually cooking it, and I don't want that because burnt garlic is very bitter. So we're just going to slice it like this. Okay. So this dish is going to come with a sticky, sweet, savoury, garlicky sauce. You can add chili to it if you want, but for the purposes of this recipe, I'm going to keep it like this because I really feel that the garlic shines through in this dish. Right guys, now we've sliced up our garlic, it's time to prepare our chicken. So I've got 2 breasts of chicken. This is going to feed 2 or 3 people. It's very easy to scale this recipe up. I would base it on 1 breast per person, and you won't go far wrong with that. And obviously you can scale up the rest of the ingredients, although that's probably enough garlic to cover quite a large amount of chicken. Right, so with the chicken breasts, I am just going to slice them up quite thinly because the coating is going to make them thicker, and also it makes the chicken breast go a lot further like that. That's the great thing about cooking like this. A little goes a long way. Right guys, now it's time to marinate the chicken. This is going to be a simple but classic Chinese marinade. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, and about 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. And we're going to give this a nice little mix, and we can then set it aside for about half an hour. Should be fine. And whilst I'm stirring this, don't forget the secret hack is coming up. Oh yes, I think you're going to like it guys. Right guys, are you ready for the moment of truth? My secret hack is a spray bottle of water. Please don't click away. Honestly, this works. What we're going to do with the corn flour, which we're going to use to fry our chicken in, we're going to squirt some in, give it a stir, squirt it again, do about 2, 3, 4 times maybe, and then just a little bit, not a lot, because we're not kind of trying to make the flour wet. We're going to basically cluster it up so they become, the flour sticks together in little kind of little rocks. And when you fry them, they turn into little bombs of crunchiness and crispiness. It's really amazing, and it really works. And instead of having a kind of a lightly coated piece of chicken, you're going to have a knobbly, crispy, crunchy piece of chicken on the outside anyway, where these little rocks have clustered together. It really, really works. Trust me on this one. And if you don't believe me, try it yourself. If it doesn't work, or if it does, let me know in the comments below. Okay, really interesting. It works for me, and I think you're going to love it. So simple. All you need is a clean spray bottle. Okay, make sure it doesn't have any harsh chemicals. You can buy them fresh out of shops with nothing ever been put in them. Don't be squirting fertilizer into your food or anything else, or bleach or anything. Please don't do that. Okay, just make sure it's absolutely clean, food safe. Right guys, so we've got our corn flour here. It's about 150 grams of corn flour. So what I'm going to do is squirt it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Give it a stir. And again. 1, 2, 3. And give it a stir. As you can see, if you look closely, the flour is starting to clump together into little kind of clusters of flour rather than just smooth individual grains of flour. And that's exactly what we're looking for. And I'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. And stir it, and just you're making lumpy flour really. That's exactly what we're doing. And because it fries like that, it will become crunchier, more knobbly and crisper, which is exactly what we want. It's such a simple technique and so easy to implement. why wouldn't you try it? Like I said, go try it for yourself, guys, and give me some feedback in the comments. See how it goes for you. So I've got my chicken back in, and I've broken an egg into it, and I'm just giving it a good stir. Okay, the egg is going to help bind the flour to the chicken. Now, often I get criticised for not getting my fingers in. Well, there's a reason for that, because obviously I'm filming a video here. Normally, if I'm not doing a video, I would get my hands in. It's quite tactile doing this, and I quite enjoy it. But what I don't want to be doing is getting chicken juices, egg, sesame oil, soy sauce, anything like that, coated onto my camera. Yeah, as much as I love these flavours, I don't really want to be smearing it all over my camera, pushing all the buttons, touching the screens and doing all that stuff. So that's the answer to that little question, if people are often wondering why, you know, as a proper chef, which I'm not, just a home cook, I don't get my fingers stuck in. Right, so that's our chicken dealt with. We're going to come back to our flour now, and what we're going to do is we're just going to drop the chicken into the flour and then give it a good old sort of massage into the flour to pick up a nice coating. So we're going to do it bit by bit. One more piece. Yeah. Can you see how the flour is not too smooth? It's nice and knobbly. I love that word, knobbly. We don't use the word knobbly enough. I think I need to use it more often now. Make sure we get it all thoroughly covered in the coating. Right, there you go, guys. Ready for frying. Right, so we're looking for a nice fizz of the chopstick like that, which is about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't remember what that is in degrees centigrade. You can use Google if you so wish. Check it out. I haven't put a huge amount of oil in because there's not a lot of chicken, not like a mass-produced chicken restaurant type amount. Okay, we're actually going to fry these pieces of chicken twice. This is the sort of first fry, obviously. There you go, bubbling away nicely. Turn up the heat a little bit, because obviously every time you put a piece of chicken in, it's going to cool the oil down a little bit, at least temporarily. Nice and sizzling. Obviously when you're cooking with hot oil like this, please be careful. Okay, what we're looking to do is to kind of set the coating to make it kind of crispy on the outside. We're not looking to fully cook the chicken yet, because we're going to do that in the second fry. Okay, right, so that's the colour I want, so I'm going to fish it out now. I'm going to turn the heat off. And we're going to fish this out. Can you see the knobbly bits? All that is going to be so crunchy thanks to our secret weapon, the water sprayer, or as I like to call it, the crunch maker. Right, so we're going to set this aside, and now we have time to make our sauce, and then when the sauce is made, then we can fry the chicken again, and it all comes together at the same time. Right guys, we're on to the sauce. I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of cooking oil here. This is sunflower oil. You can use corn oil, vegetable oil, peanut oil, whatever oil that you would like to use. Just obviously not olive oil or sesame oil, because they will burn. Okay, give that a bit of a swirl around there. Bring it down a little bit, because the first thing I'm going to put in are our aromatics, and we don't want to burn them because they're quite delicate. Right. Okay, I'm going to put some finely sliced onion in, because this will add a little bit of texture to our sauce, plus it'll add some aromatics, not as strong as the garlic, but it'll add some flavour, plus it takes the heat a little bit away from the garlic. So like I said before, we really don't want to be burning our garlic. So we want to sort of gentle to medium heat, no more at this stage. And we're going to put in our garlic and get that cooking. As it cooks, it's going to release its flavour. And this is obviously essential to what we're trying to achieve here. Right, I am going to add a little bit of salt. This will help draw out more of the flavour from the garlic. And also a little bit of ground black pepper, which is always nice in this. So that is just nicely starting to soften up. The flavours should be coming out. And so now we can start to flesh out our sauce. The first thing I'm going to put in, 2 tablespoons of plain water. Just plain water. 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of malt vinegar. So we're getting a kind of a salty, slightly sour taste flavour going through here. To that I'm going to add a teaspoon of soft brown sugar, but any sugar will do, or you can use honey, anything you want really, just to give it that sweetness. And I've got a teaspoon of cornflour, cornstarch, with a little water to make up the slurry to help thicken it up. There you go. The smell is amazing. So I'm going to add another tablespoon of vinegar here because I want this sharpness to really come through. Okay, there you go. It's a nice sticky sauce. It's not going to drown it in sauce. It's just going to be nicely sticky and coating. Right, so we're ready for the second fry of the chicken. Right guys, we've got a nice fizz off the chopsticks. Get this really nice and hot this time. And we're going to put the chicken in. And this is going to really crispen up the coating and finish off the cooking process. You see that lovely golden colour we're getting? That's what we're after. You can see how knobbly it is and how uneven and lumpy the coating is, which is exactly what we want. We don't need it to be pretty, we just need it to be crispy. That nearly rhymed, didn't it? There you go. I think we're done. Turn the heat off, and now we can use my spider to fish out our chicken. As usual, if you're interested in any of the implements and tools I'm using, it's all listed in the description below, and if you click on the link you can purchase each item from there if you so desire. It doesn't cost you any extra, but I get a very small percentage of anything that you buy, like the spider, even the non-stick wok, or the proper wok that we're using for the sauce, the proper steel wok. Each one of these things is listed below. Right, so we're bringing our sauce back to the boil. Once we've got it nicely bubbling away, we can get our chicken and we can just pop it back into there, into the sauce, like so. And with a few flicks, we're just going to coat the chicken in this amazing garlicky sauce. Oh my gosh, the smell coming off here, the aromas are just amazing. Again, we're not flooding it with sauce, we're trying to keep it so we're not going to kill the crunch. And it's just going to coat it and cling to it with all that garlic. And I hope after you make this you haven't got any more important meetings in the morning or dates because of all this garlic. There you go guys, can you see the knobbly bits? Can you? Look at that, that's from our spray bottle, our crunch maker. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. We are done. Right guys, moment of truth. Oh, I've been looking forward to this so much. I haven't had this for such a long time. I don't often make this because I'm obviously trying to eat healthy sometimes. But as a cheat day special, you gotta do it, haven't you? Wow. Oh my gosh. That was so nice. Can you hear the crunching? And that's after it's been enveloped in this lovely, amazing garlic sauce. It's garlicky, got a tang from the vinegar, you've got that rich soy flavour, a tiny bit of sweetness. Honestly, it's like nothing else as a Chinese dish. It is just kind of standalone. The garlic is amazing, obviously, but it's still not overpowering. It's just good. You've got to put a lot of garlic in it. You'd think it would blow your head off of garlic, but it doesn't. Although you might regret it in the morning, I don't know. And I hope you're going to try it. Please leave me some feedback, especially about my crunch maker. Let me know if you try it. Let me know if it works for you. All feedback is valuable. I hope it works for you. That's why I'm bringing it to you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and a subscribe if you haven't. Super thanks is down there if you want to support the channel. Obviously that is never compulsory. I just want you to watch it, but it's there. Just saying. And hopefully I will see you for the next amazing recipe from Chow Lao. Take care guys. Thank you. Bye bye.